As you explore, you will meet my friends, the Cyberbuds, Rant, Rave, and Rom. They are hidden in each of the buildings and the subway. You will also get to meet our new Cyberbud. Her name is Ray. She is frozen in the statue on Fifth Avenue and needs your help to come to life. Each time you discover all 3 buds hidden in a building or in the subway, a piece of her body will get colored. When you have found all 18 Cyberbuds, Ray will come to life and you will experience the Cyberopolis theme song. See you in Cyberopolis! Well, let's take a walk down Fifth Avenue. There's so much to see. My name is Gus, I'll show you around if you come along with me. Bring all your friends and your cousins too. It's something you will never forget. 'Cause until you go to Cyberopolis, you ain't seen nothing yet. You can find those friendly Cyberbuds, Rant and Rom and Rave. And right in the middle of the city, there's a new Cyberbud named Ray. She was brought to Earth from the warmth of the sun. Now Ray needs help from everyone, 'cause she turned into stone. She was pressurized, but you can help her to come alive. There's a big post office on the corner with Cyberific stands, and we can have fun at the aquarium where the starfish judges dance. We can eat what we want at the restaurant. There's all kinds of food, you bet. Until you go to Cyberopolis, you ain't seen nothing yet. So let's take a walk down Fifth Avenue before you go back home. It's not too far and we can watch the stars inside the Science Dome. Bring your good friend Larry to the library. We can learn all about your past. Until you go to Cyberopolis, you ain't seen nothing yet. Until you go with Gus to Cyberopolis, you ain't seen nothing yet. Way to go, Bud! You're doing an excellent job! Okay, hope you have a ranting time in the subway. Subway's coming, subway's coming. Trains are running, tracks are humming, the subway's coming. Subway's coming, taking all the people home. Where we're going on down, underground, round and round, all over town. The subway's running, subway's coming, taking all the people home. Yeah, the subway's coming, taking all the people home.
By taking the subway or riding a bicycle, riders prevent the air from being polluted with an invisible gas that comes from cars called exhaust. Exhaust is really bad for the earth.
Many discarded items can be reused. My retro retool recycler can turn an old aluminum can into a new one.
Cyberific! See ya!
When you play the game, the recycling game, just drag it and plop it in the right machine, then you can keep it all clean. When you use it one time, turn it back in and you can use it again. If you just recycle, Mother Earth will thank you again and again. Oh, the subway's coming, taking all the people home. Hey, buds! I could really use some help keeping my favorite city, Cyberopolis, clean. I know you're just the ones to help me. I've been driving around Cyberopolis picking up litter and collecting used bottles and plastic, newspaper, and aluminum to drop off at the recycling center. At the recycling center, we can turn all the used bottles, paper, plastic, and aluminum we've collected into new ones. This helps keep our city beautiful. Now, you can help me recycle them by dragging and plopping them into the super-duper Eco-matic recycling machines. Recycling helps the environment and is easy and fun. Aluminum can be recycled over and over. Hey, the subway's coming.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars.
Cyberbud Carnival is coming. Cyberbud statue to be dedicated on 5th Avenue. Bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Okay, hope you have a great time in the post office. Post office, P.O. Post office. That's where we're going to the post office. There's a counter and a mailbag. Everybody knows when you bring in your letters, that's where they go. Buy your stamps at the counter or the stamp machine. Bring your packages too, you know what I mean. There's a pad and a pen and a garbage pail. And the post office workers help deliver the mail. At the post office, P.O. Post office. That's where we're going to the post office. Now if you don't have time to run inside, there's a mailbox out by the curbside. So if you want to drive up and drop it on in, better get there before the mail person comes. 'Cause it says on the side of the box that they pick it all up at 5 o'clock. At the post office, P.O. Post office. That's where we're going to the post office.
My, hey, it's cyber cool to send a letter to a friend each day.
There's a stack of letters on the post office table. Just click on those letters as soon as you're able. If you want your grandma to feel a lot better, sit down and do it. Yeah, write her a letter, 'cause grandma's got a cold and a touch of the flu, and she'll smile when she gets that letter from you. From the post office, P.O. Post office. That's where we're going to the post office.
Dear Gus, today I went to the
Grandma,
I saw a
Grandpa,
and a
Mom,
when I got home I read a
Dad,
it was about a
Boy,
who loved to eat.
Girl,
I liked it a lot. Later I played with my
Doctor,
I pretended to be a
Fire Person.
It was lots of fun. I hope to see you soon. Your buddy. Dear Doctor, today I brought my pet mail carrier to school for show and tell. I told the class that my ghost is my best friend. She likes to eat hunchback for lunch, but I like to eat scarecrow for lunch. She always goes with me to the spaghetti. There we played with my hamburger. Tomorrow, a broccoli is coming to our class for show and tell. He's going to show us a real live carrots. Please write back soon. Love.
Post office, P.O. Post office, that's where we're going.
Remember, every letter you mail needs to have a stamp put on it. The way things look now, I can stampede around the world.
Advances in mobile radio let me communicate with anyone, anywhere, at any time.
Bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Let's all go to the Science Dome. The Science Dome is amazing. There's a laser gun and a telescope inside the Science Dome. There's lots of stuff to experiment with. The Science Dome is amazing. There's a chemistry set and a compost bin inside the Science Dome. You can be a scientist too. The Science Dome is amazing. The cyberbugs will experiment too inside the Science Dome. Inside the Science Dome. let's all make a terrarium of your own creation. Goody, goody gum. You can pick your own plants and your dirt and your critters, and they'll all come to life when you're done and completed. Let's all go to the Science Dome. The Science Dome is amazing.
Container. Gravel. Dirt. Plants.
Click here when you are finished to watch your terrarium come to life. Click here when you...
Critters.
Click here when you are...
Container. Gravel. Dirt. Plants. Critters.
Click here when you are... Let's all go to the Science Dome. The Science Dome is amazing. There's a laser gun.
I am most famous for my general theory of relativity, but it is little known that my favorite treat is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which led me to the theorem E equals PBNJ.
Hello, my name is Albert Einstein, and I was a physicist. A physicist studies motion, light, heat, sound, force, and electricity. In 1916, I published the theory of relativity, E equals mc squared.
A volcano erupts when pressure builds up beneath the Earth's surface. With my virtual video viewer, you can observe this phenomenon in action.
There's a game we can play called Sink and Float. Some things sink and some things don't. Just drag and plop things into the water. They will either sink down or float like an otter. Let's all go to the Science Dome. The Science Dome is amazing.
Hey, look at me! I don't belong here on this chart. Watch me again.
I float. I stay on top of the water's surface.
Hey, look at me! I don't belong here on this chart. Watch me again.
I float. I stay on top of the water's surface.
Hey, look at me! I don't belong here on this chart. Watch me again.
I sink. I don't stay on top of the water's surface. I sink. I don't stay on top of the water's surface. I sink. I don't stay on top of the water's surface.
I float. I stay on top of the water's surface.
Let's all go to the Science Dome. The Science Dome is amazing. There's
Sometimes I get all mixed up, but eventually things always turn out all right.
Mars.
Bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Okay, hope you have a stellar time in the aquarium. Water, water, everywhere there's water. All the fish go swimming with their sons and their daughters, their friends and their family, doing what they oughter, swimming in the aquarium. There's a tide pool, real cool, wait till you see it, filled with creepies and crawlies everywhere you turn. In the frog pond, come on, let's see what's in there. Froggy woggy trying to get a sunburn. Oh, I love to go to the aquarium. There's a tide pool and a frog pond, and it's so much fun to learn about the creatures who live in the sea, sharing the world with you and me. Bum, 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 bum. Come play froggy woggy, can you count 'em? How many flies are buzzing through the air? Click on a number, if you're right, the frog will eat them with his long tongue. It's fun and more numbers will appear.
10.
Yummy.
1.
Yummy.
7.
Yummy.
14.
Yummy.
'I love to go to the aquarium. There's a tide pool and a frog pond, and it's so much fun to learn about the creatures who live in the sea, sharing the world with you and me.
Sharks have row after row of razor-sharp teeth. Only my full-body force field protects me from getting a good bite.
There are many different types of eels, including moray eels, electric eels, and even zebra eels. They look like snakes and slither and slide along the rocks and sand.
Dolphins are mammals and, like humans, need to breathe air.
The dolphin is related to the whale, but is smaller and has a pointed snout.
Bum, 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 bum. Pick out a clamshell, real swell, try your concentration. When the clamshell opens, please remember what you can. Pick out a new shell, can you tell? Is it the same or different? When you match them up, they squiggle back into the sand. Rowboat, shark, frog, frog, rowboat, rowboat, shark, shark, I love to go to the aquarium. There's a tide pool and a frog pond, and it's bum 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 bum. Okay, hope you have an excellent time at the library. Bum 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 bum. Library, library, we're going to the library this afternoon. There's so much that we can do at the library with you. Brontosaurus, brontosaurus, dinosaurs, they never bore us at the library. So much to learn for you and me. Cyberbugs hiding in the books on the shelves, they teach us all about ourselves at the library with you.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Dictionary, dictionary, there's a great big dictionary at the library. Let's find some words that are new. Click on the arrows, you can turn the page, match the pictures and the words in the alphabet game in the dictionary at the library with you.
Aardvark. An aardvark is a four-legged mammal with a hairy body and sharp claws. They like to eat termites and ants. Accordion. An accordion is a musical instrument with a small keyboard of metal reeds that makes a sound when air passes through folds called bellows. Airplane. An airplane is a flying machine that moves people and things to different places. Armadillo. An armadillo is a four-legged mammal covered with bony plates used for protection. They are nocturnal animals. They sleep during the day and are awake at night.
Barn. A barn is a place on a farm where animals live and tools and machines are kept. Binoculars. Binoculars are special glasses that make objects far away look closer. Blocks. Blocks are solid objects of different shapes that are used to build things. Buffalo. A buffalo is a big animal with a shaggy coat, humped back, and short horns on its head.
Caterpillar. A caterpillar is an insect with many legs who turns into a moth or a butterfly. Circle. A circle is a type of shape that is round. An orange is in the shape of a circle. Clown. A clown is a person who makes people laugh. You can see one in the circus doing funny tricks. Computer. A computer is a machine that calculates, organizes, holds and displays information for work and play. Daisy. A daisy is a flower with white, pink, or yellow petals and a yellow center. Dinosaur. A dinosaur is an enormous animal that roamed the earth a very long time ago. Dolphin. A dolphin is a mammal that lives in the sea. Dolphins are smart and are known to be very playful. Dragon. A dragon is an imaginary animal that looks something like a giant lizard. Dragons have claws and wings and breathe fire. Cyber cool.
Easel. An easel is a stand that holds paper and paints and lets you paint standing up or sitting down. Eel. An eel is a fish that has a long body and moves through the water like a snake. Eggplant. An eggplant is a vegetable that has a dark purple skin and grows on a vine. Elephant. An elephant is a very large gray animal that has a long trunk, 2 tusks, and floppy ears. Fish. A fish is an animal that lives in the water. Fish use gills to breathe, just like humans use lungs. Flute. A flute is a long, thin musical instrument. The sound of a flute is made by blowing into a small hole and pressing on keys with your fingers. Fossil. A fossil is bones, teeth, or prints of animals or plants that have been saved for millions of years. Frog. A frog is an animal that lives in or near the water. It has webbed feet and strong back legs that are used for jumping.
Ghost. A ghost is a spirit of a person or animal that is not living anymore. Globe. A globe is a map of the different countries of the world printed on a round ball. Grapes. Grapes are purple or green fruit that grow in bunches on vines. Raisins come from grapes. Grasshopper. A grasshopper is an insect with long, strong legs that it uses for jumping.
Happy. When someone is happy, they feel joyful. Helicopter. A helicopter is a flying machine that uses a propeller and blades to stay in the air. Hippopotamus. A hippopotamus is a large animal with short legs, thick skin, and almost no hair. It spends a lot of time in the water. Hot dog. A hot dog is a long and thin sausage that is often eaten on a roll with mustard and relish.
Ice cream. Ice cream is a sweet, frozen dessert made from cream and sugar. Vanilla and chocolate are some all-time favorite flavors. Igloo. An igloo is a house made out of blocks of ice and snow. Iguana. An iguana is a lizard that is brown and green and lives in warm places. They have long tails and spikes along their spines. Inchworm. An inchworm is a type of caterpillar. It moves by dragging the rear of its body up to the front and then moving the front part of its body forward. Jack-in-the-Box. A jack-in-the-box is a musical toy that opens by turning a handle. When the lid opens, a doll pops out. Jaguar. A jaguar is an animal that belongs to the cat family. They have golden fur and black spots. Jellyfish. A jellyfish is an animal that lives in the sea and has a soft body and long tentacles. They use these tentacles to catch food as well as protect themselves from danger. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter is the 5th planet closest to the Sun.
King. A king is a man that rules a country. Kite. A kite is a toy that comes in different shapes and can be flown in the air. A kite has a tail that helps keep it steady as it flies through the air. Kangaroo. Kangaroos are animals with strong back legs that help them jump. They have a long tail that helps them balance. Kangaroos carry their babies in a pouch. Koala. A koala is a brown furry bear that lives in trees in Australia. Koalas, like kangaroos, carry their young in pouches.
Leaf. A leaf is the green part of a plant that grows from its stem. The leaf helps the plant to grow by collecting sunlight. Lettuce. Lettuce is a leafy green vegetable used to make salad. Lettuce grows in the ground. Lighthouse. A lighthouse is a tower by the sea that has a very large and strong light used to help guide ships safely to shore or warn them of danger. Lobster. A lobster is an animal that lives in the ocean. Lobsters have hard shells, lots of legs, and 2 big claws on its front legs. Mad. When a person is mad, they feel angry. Mermaid. A mermaid is an imaginary creature who lives in the sea. Mermaids have the head of a woman and the tail of a fish. Moon. The moon is a heavenly body that circles the earth. We can see the moon at night because it reflects light from the sun. Mushroom. A mushroom is a plant that looks like the shape of an umbrella. Mushrooms are a fungus and must live off other plants. Some can be eaten, others are poisonous. Nail. A nail is a thin piece of metal that has a sharp, pointed end and a flat head. Nails are hammered into different things to help hold them together. Nest. A nest is a home made by birds so they can lay their eggs and care for their babies when they hatch. A nest can be made of grass, mud, sticks, and leaves. Newspaper. Newspapers are big printed sheets of paper that give you information about things that are happening in the world. Nose. Your nose is part of your face. It helps you breathe and smell.
Octopus. An octopus is an animal that lives in the sea. They have a round body and head and 8 long legs. An octopus shoots purple ink at their enemy when they are in danger. Orange. An orange is a fruit that is round, has thick skin, and grows on a tree. Orangutan. An orangutan is a large ape that is orangey-brown in color. Orangutans have long, strong arms that they use to swing through the trees. Ostrich. An ostrich is a large bird with a long neck, lots of feathers, and strong legs. Ostriches cannot fly, but they can run very fast. Parachute. A parachute is a large device made of very strong material. Parachutes help people land safely on the ground. Parrot. A parrot is a bird with brightly colored feathers. Some parrots are kept as pets and can be taught to repeat words. Peacock. A peacock is a large bird with a beautiful tail of many colors. When peacocks open their tail, they spread out like a fan. Potato. A potato is a brown vegetable that grows in the ground. French fries are made from potatoes.
Quail. A quail is a little bird that has brown or gray feathers. Quarter. A quarter is a coin used in the United States and Canada that is equal to 25 cents. Queen. A queen is a woman who rules a country. Quilt. A quilt is a soft blanket that you use to cover your bed and keep you warm.
Raccoon. A raccoon is a small animal with brownish-gray fur and a tail with black rings around it. Rattlesnake. A rattlesnake is a poisonous snake that has rings at the end of its tail that rattle when it is threatened. Rhinoceros. A rhinoceros is a very large animal with thick gray skin and 1 or 2 horns on top of its nose. Roller skate. A roller skate has 4 wheels on the bottom of a boot. Roller skates can make you move very fast. Sad. When a person is sad, they are not feeling happy. Sometimes you cry when you are sad. Scarecrow. A scarecrow is a figure of a person stuffed with hay, used to scare away crows and other birds that eat corn and other foods. Scared. When a person is scared, they are feeling afraid or frightened. Shark. A shark is a large animal that lives in the sea and has very sharp teeth.
Tambourine. A tambourine is a musical instrument that is round, has metal rings, and makes a sound when you shake it. Tomato. A tomato is a red, round fruit that is eaten as a vegetable. Tomatoes grow on vines. Triangle. A triangle is a shape that has 3 sides and 3 corners with points. Toucan. A toucan is a bird with brightly colored feathers and a large beak.
Umbrella. An umbrella is a piece of cloth or waterproof material that is on a frame. An umbrella protects you from rain or sun. Umpire. An umpire is a person who makes calls on game plays in sports. Unicorn. A unicorn is an imaginary animal that looks like a horse with a horn in the middle of its forehead. Unicycle. A unicycle is a form of transportation that is like a bicycle, but only has one wheel.
Vacuum. A vacuum is a machine that sucks up dirt and dust from the floor and furniture. Violin. A violin is a musical instrument with 4 strings that is played with a bow. Volcano. A volcano is a mountain with a hole in the top that shoots out hot, melted rock, gas, and ash. Vulture. A vulture is a large bird with a bald head and neck. Vultures feed on dead animals. Wagon. A wagon is a cart that is used to carry things. Wagons have 4 wheels and can be pulled by an animal or a person. Watermelon. A watermelon is a fruit that has a thick green skin and a pink, juicy inside with black seeds. Whale. A whale is a gigantic animal that lives in the ocean. Whales blow water out of a spout when they come to the surface for air. Woodpecker. A woodpecker is a bird that has a strong bill used to make holes in trees to get insects for food.
X-ray. An X-ray is a picture taken by a special machine that lets doctors see inside your body. Xylophone. A xylophone is a musical instrument that has keys made out of metal or wood. Different sounds are made when special sticks hit these keys.
Yak. A yak is a large, long-haired animal with a strong back for carrying heavy loads. Yawn. A yawn is when you open your mouth and take a deep breath. Yolk. A yolk is the yellow part of an egg. Yo-yo. A yo-yo is a spinning toy on a string that goes up and down. Zebra. A zebra is an animal that has black and white stripes on its body. They look like horses. Zero. 0 is the number that comes before 1. 0 means having none. Zipper. A zipper attaches things together. Zoo. A zoo is a place where animals are kept and cared for. People can visit animals at the zoo.
Library, library, we're going to the library this afternoon. There's some dictionary, library. Library, library, there's a great big globe. It's a map of the world. We can see where we live. We can give it a whirl. Find the continents and the animals too. Elephants and bears, just like the zoo. At the library with you.
The bald eagle has white feathers on the top of its head that makes it look bald next to the dark feathers of its body. Hello, I am a bison and live in North America. I look just like a buffalo. Once used for food and clothing, today bison are protected so they will not disappear forever. Bison have shaggy hair, 2 horns on their head, and are very strong. The bald eagle is known to be a powerful hunter in the sky and has sharp claws and a strong beak. Mexico, the United States, and Canada are all part of North America. Howdy, I'm a moose and I live in North America. I am the largest in the deer family. The moose likes to eat water plants and walk through marshes, lakes, and rivers. Bison have shaggy hair, 2 horns on their head, and are very strong. North America can be found between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The moose seeks shelter among the trees in the forest and eats twigs and other woody plants during the winter season. The moose seeks shelter among the trees in the forest and eats twigs and other woody plants during the winter season. The iguana is a type of lizard with a long tail, 4 legs that spread out sideways, and 5-toed feet. The parrot has a long pointed tail and brightly colored feathers. The Pacific Ocean borders South America on the west, the Atlantic Ocean borders South America on the east, and the Caribbean Sea borders South America on the north. South America is the 4th largest continent. The llama is a large animal with a thick woolly coat that can carry heavy loads. The parrot has a wide bill with a hooked tip used to grasp and tear up soft fruit. It can also crack open seeds with its bill. The iguana uses heat to give them energy. They are very active during the day and rest during the night. Hello, I'm an iguana and I am a reptile. I am cold-blooded. That means my body temperature changes according to the temperature outside. I also lay eggs and have a scaly skin. The parrot has a long pointed tail and brightly colored feathers. Hi, I'm a parrot and live in South America, but some people keep me as a pet and teach me to repeat words. The llama is a large animal with a thick woolly coat that can carry heavy loads. Hi, I am a llama from South America. The camel is my cousin. Many people keep the llama as a pet. The iguana is a type of lizard with a long tail, 4 legs that spread out sideways, and 5-toed feet. Farming is one way the people of South America earn their living. The Pacific Ocean borders South America on the west, the Atlantic Ocean borders South America on the east, and the Caribbean Sea borders South America on the north. Hi, I am a llama from South America. The camel is my cousin.
Antarctica is the icy continent located around the South Pole. It is the coldest place on Earth and is covered with ice sheets, glaciers, and icebergs. Hello! I'm an emperor penguin and I live in Antarctica. I look like I'm wearing a tuxedo. My back and flippers are black and my belly and neck are white. Hi, I'm a seal and I love to swim. In fact, I am known to be a speedy swimmer. Antarctica has very little plant or animal life. Antarctica is so cold that no people live there year-round. Hi, I'm a seal and I love to swim. In fact, I am known to be a speedy swimmer.
North America is the third largest continent.
The bear has a keen sense of smell, a large head, small eyes, and a powerful jaw. The bear has a keen sense of smell, a large head, small eyes, and a powerful jaw. Asia is the largest of the continents. It has the highest mountains, most of the world's longest rivers, and the largest deserts. Tigers are orange with black stripes and are very strong animals. Tigers are orange with black stripes and are very strong animals. The bear has strong paws and uses its claws for digging and tearing. Parts of Asia are on the Pacific Ocean, which is the Earth's largest body of water. The tiger does most of its hunting during the night and rests during the day. The orangutan spends most of its time high up in trees searching for leaves, fruits, and insects to eat. Hi, I'm a bear. I sleep all winter and then wake up when the weather becomes warm in Asia. Hi, I am a Siberian tiger and I live in Asia. I am the largest in the cat family. The orangutan has long arms and uses its hands to grasp branches as it moves through the trees. Hello, I am an orangutan that lives in Asia. I have shaggy reddish-brown hair that covers my body.
Australia is nicknamed the land down under because it lies in the southern hemisphere. That means it is south of the equator. Remember, the equator is an imaginary line around the Earth that is halfway between the North and South Poles. The cockatoo is a parrot from Australia. The kangaroo has very strong hind legs and feet that help it move around. They can move as fast as 25 miles per hour. That's as fast as a car moves. Hello, I am a kangaroo and I live in Australia. I just love to hop around. I bet you know how to hop. Hi, I am a cockatoo from Australia. Australia is a continent that is completely surrounded by water. It is between the Pacific and Indian Oceans. There is more wool made in Australia than any other place in the world. A baby kangaroo is called a joey and is carried in its mother's pouch. The kangaroo has very strong hind legs and feet that help it move around. They can move as fast as 25 miles per hour. That's as fast as a car moves. The koala lives in trees and rarely comes down to touch the ground. It can even climb trees with its baby on its back. The koala only eats eucalyptus leaves. Those are the kind of leaves that smell like mint. The koala only eats eucalyptus leaves. Those are the kind of leaves that smell like mint. The bald eagle has white feathers on the top of its head that makes it look bald next to the dark feathers of its body.
Library, library, we're going to the...
Gutenberg invented the printing press in about 1445, which revolutionized publishing for books, newspapers, and magazines.
Bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum. Okay, hope you have a fantastic time in the diner. Let's all go down to the diner. Wow, wow, where all the kids are hanging out. Cheeseburger, french fries, nothing finer. And a strawberry sundae, oh wow. Just click on the flag and go to a new country. Italian and French and Japanese food. Spanish and German, sure hope you're hungry. And the Statue of Liberty too. Statue of Liberty too.
Halftime at a football game. Football is a favorite sport in the United States. There are two teams, and each is trying to get the football over the other team's goal line. During halftime, bands perform and parade before crowds, often numbering as many as 50,000. Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is in New York City and was finished in 1931. It was at one time the tallest building in the world. It has 102 floors and an observation deck at the top that lets you see the city of New York. Delicate Arch. Delicate Arch can be found in Arches National Park in Utah. Delicate Arch is made of natural stone and is very thick. The arch was formed by erosion or the weathering of openings in the vertical slabs of sandstone. Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is a statue located in the harbor of New York City. This statue represents liberty as a woman holding a book in one hand and a torch upraised in her other hand. This statue was a gift to the American people from the people of France in honor of their friendship in the American Revolution. Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is a large piece of sculpted rock located in the Black Hills of South Dakota. This sculpture contains 60-foot-high images of 4 famous presidents who contributed to American history. These men are George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. Gemini Capsule. Gemini space capsules, such as this one, were the first American 2-man spacecraft to circle the Earth. Today, you can see Gemini at the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Early Pueblo dwelling. Pueblo Indians used to live in this kind of house. Today, you can see remains of these houses in places like Taos, New Mexico. They are made out of sandy clay, straw, and water. The mixture is poured into a mold and formed into the shape of a brick. Lincoln Memorial. The Lincoln Memorial is found in Washington, D.C. It was built in honor of the 16th President of the United States. Old Faithful. Old Faithful is found in Yellowstone Park in the state of Wyoming. Old Faithful is a geyser, a natural hot spring that sprays hot water and steam into the air regularly. The Capitol. The Capitol is the building located in Washington, D.C., occupied by the Congress of the United States. Gemini Capsule. Gemini space capsules, such as this one, were the first.
Bowl, chair, hamburger, table, napkin, flower, cup, knife, spoon, fork, table, table, chair, table, restroom, restroom, flower, door, flag. Goodbye. Right here is a small touch of Paris, delectable food from the French. There is nothing with which to compare it. French food is simply the best. There's a view from the old Eiffel Tower, soufflés, crackers, and cheese. Eating French food can take hours, so come in and enjoy Gay Paris.
Street scene in Le Mans Saint-Michel. Behind the walled city of Le Mans Saint-Michel, people walk up and down the street buying many different things made by local artists. Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a Gothic cathedral built in the 13th century. That was over 700 years ago. This cathedral is located in the center of Paris and contains numerous large stained glass windows made of many different colors. Strasbourg. Strasbourg is known as the City of Roads. This city is known as a place where boats come to dock and merchants sell grain and other goods. Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is Paris's best-known monument. At one time, it was the tallest structure in the world. It weighs 7,000 tons. Now that's really, really, really heavy. Visit Chambord. Chambord is a large chateau or mansion in France. This famous chateau is located in the Loire Valley and was built by Francis I. Arc de Triomphe. The Arc de Triomphe is a monument built by the Emperor Napoleon over 150 years ago. It stood as a symbol of his victories in the many battles he fought. There are 12 streets that meet at the arch, and the tomb of the unknown soldier lies beneath it. Monet's Garden. Claude Monet was a famous painter who lived from 1840 to 1926. This is a picture of his garden. Monet loved to paint outdoors, and as a result, he painted many scenes of nature. Outdoor Cafe. An outdoor cafe is a place many people meet for coffee, food, and good conversation. As you walk down the streets in Paris, you will see many outdoor cafes. Gargoyle. A gargoyle is a sculpture you might see at the top of buildings. They were made because people believed they kept away evil spirits. Most gargoyles look like monsters with sharp teeth and wings. When it rains, you may see them spouting water out of their mouths. Monet's Garden. Claude Monet was a famous painter who lived from 1840 to 19...
Chaise. Serviette de table. Soufflet.
The French are known for their cuisine, pastries, and sauces. Watch me make a soufflé bourré.
Soufflet. Fourchette. Couteau. Cuillère. Nappe. Chaise. Fleur. Tasse. Porte. Drapeau. Au revoir.
Come have some food from Germany. Great big sausages, wait and see. Bratwurst and Knackwurst, all sehr gut. Let's share some German food. Wiener Schnitzel, warm and fine. Great big mugs called German steins. Jellies and jams and brown bread too. It's all good German food.
Glockenspiel. Glockenspiel is an instrument that makes sounds by playing bells. Mechanical puppets come to life when the clock strikes certain hours during the day. Grimm Brothers Statue. Grimm Brothers Statue is a statue in Hanau that was created in honor of the famous authors who wrote fairy tales such as Snow White, Rumpelstiltskin, and Rapunzel. Fokker plane. A Fokker plane was the airplane used during World War I by a famous German pilot, Baron Manfred von Richthofen, also known as the Red Baron. He was called the Red Baron because the color of his plane was red. Street musicians. Street musicians is a statue standing in Bremen. It is a pyramid of a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster. These four animals were the characters in a famous story written by the brothers Grimm. Marienplatz. Marienplatz is the town hall in the center of Munich. This town hall has a famous clock tower with a glockenspiel. Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein is a castle that was built by King Ludwig II. This castle was the model used for Sleeping Beauty's castle at Disneyland. Fokker plane. A Fokker plane was the airplane used during World War I by a famous German pilot, Baron Manfred von Richthofen, also known as the Red Baron. He was called the Red Baron because the color of his plane was red. Glockenspiel. Glockenspiel is an instrument. Grimm Brothers Statue.
Stein. Stein. Wappen. Stein. 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 Tür. Blume. Bratwurst. Serviette. Schüssel. Tisch. Stuhl. Tasse. Stuhl. Toilette. Telefon. Wasserkrug. Pfanne. Topf. Hallo, ich heiße Gus und ich heiße euch herzlich in meinem deutschen Restaurant willkommen. Pfanne. Tschüss.
In the Spanish quarter of the Cyberopolis restaurant, through the swinging doors you will find a touch of Spain. There is old adobe and warm paella, all that you could want. So delightful this flavor of the old world remains. There's a flag of the Spanish homeland there to guide you. There is Spanish food and pottery made of clay. In the Spanish quarter of the Cyberopolis restaurant, when El Toro charges, be sure that you holler, "Olé!"
Avila. Avila is a city in Spain surrounded by thick stone walls that were built to protect its people from enemy attacks. In Avila, the winters are long and snowy, and the summers are beautiful and very hot. Paella. Paella is a traditional saffron-flavored Spanish dish made with different combinations of rice, vegetables, meat, chicken, and seafood. Court of the Myrtle Trees. Court of the Myrtle Trees is a palace that is adorned with myrtle shrubs and evergreen plants. This palace was used as a vacation home by people from northern Africa. Alcazar. Alcazar is the oldest building in the city of Seville. It was built 800 years ago. Flamenco dancer. The flamenco is a traditional dance done in Spain. Flamenco dancers use a musical instrument called castanets that are made out of wood or ivory. Castanets look like two clamshells tied together with a string. These dancers click the castanets together to the rhythm of the dance. Avila. Avila is a city in Spain surrounded by thick stone walls.
Silla, mantel, servilleta, tazón, paella, tenedor, cuchillo, cuchara, silla, silla, flor, paella, taza, puerta, teléfono, jarra de agua, olla, sartén, cocina. Hola, me llamo Gus. Bienvenidos a mi restaurante español. Silla, mantel, servicio, jarra de agua, dinero, bandera. ¡Adiós!
Would you like to try some Japanese food? Chopsticks, noodles, and sushi. It's fresh and yummy and good for you too. Why don't you try it and see? Do you like to eat ramen at home? When Mom cooks noodles, do you smile? Does your tummy say, "Mom, can I have some more of those noodles cooked Japanese style?"
Bamboo at Chusonji. This sake casks. Sake is a traditional Japanese drink made from rice. This picture shows sake being stored in colorful casks or barrels. Shinkyo. Shinkyo is located in Nikko and is known as the Sacred Bridge. This bridge is orange in color and is closed to traffic. This bridge stands at the top of a hilly street in Nikko and leads to a famous temple. Night scene of street in Kyoto. Kyoto was the capital of Japan for nearly 1,000 years. It is the central place in Japan where people can learn about the Japanese arts, beliefs, and customs that have been passed down through the generations. 1994 is the 1200th birthday of this city. Daiyuin-byo. Daiyuin-byo is a beautifully decorated shrine or place of worship in Nikko built in honor of Iemitsu, who lived from 1604 to 1651. That's over 300 years ago. Kiyomizu-dera. Kiyomizu-dera is a very popular temple in Kyoto. It is unusual because the main hall of this temple is built out on pillars over a hillside. This temple was built over 300 years ago and is really beautiful during the cherry blossom season. Gion Matsuri in Kyoto. Gion Matsuri is a spectacular Japanese festival. During this festival, huge carts are pulled through one of the oldest parts of Kyoto, called Gion. Each cart weighs several tons. That's as heavy as a dump truck. Kinkakuji. Kinkakuji is probably the best-known temple in Kyoto, if not Japan, because the building is covered with gold. This building sits beside a large pond and you can see the building's reflection in the water. Night scene of street in Kyoto. Kyoto was the capital of Japan for nearly 1,000 years. It is the central place in Japan where people can learn about the Japanese arts, beliefs, and customs that have been passed down through the generations. 1994 is the 1200th birthday of this city. Owan. Napkin. Osara. Sushi. こんにちは。僕の名前はラッキーです。僕の日本食レストランへようこそ。ドア。
With my virtual video viewer, I can show you where we are. Japan is one of my favorite countries because it makes some of the world's best electronics.
Cyberbuzz, help us grow, teaching us all the stuff we need to know. Cyberbuzz, live and play in Cyberopolis every day. Rant and rave, Rom makes three, Cyberbuzz, helping you and me. Now they bring from the sun a brand new Cyberbuzz. Her name is Ray. She stands alone on Fifth Avenue, a statue of stone. You can help her come alive. With warmth and friendship she'll survive. Calling all Cyberbuzz to come along for lots more fun. Cyberopolis was a blast. Just stick with Gus and the fun will last. So come along and have a ball. The next great adventure is a carnival, a circus and a sideshow, all in one. So stick with Gus and the Cyberbuzz. Oh yeah, stick with Gus and the Cyberbuzz.